Hey y'all, I'm Birdie and welcome to my channel. This is Clown Cows. So I just wanted to put together a super quick video. I'm going to try to keep this at 10 minutes or less, but I just wanted to share what I expect will be a very unpopular opinion about something. I didn't want to not say something just because I suspect that no one's going to agree with me. And I think that's something that you'll all learn about me over time. If I have something to say, it's the advocate inside of me, I guess. I was an advocate, a child advocate for many, many years. And if I believe something strongly, I'm not going to remain quiet just because I suspect that no one's going to agree with me. So here's going to pretty much begin my unpopular opinion, my rant. So I'm noticing that there are some reaction channels that are uploading videos about the text exchanges between Amber and Emily during the time in which Amber was in Wisconsin. The text messages lead me to believe the following. Number one, Emily had a nightmare. She woke up defensive. She was possibly combative, I'm not sure. But based on what Emily and Amber had said back and forth, Amber had said that Emily had dreamt that she and Amber were in a fight, and when she woke up, she was being reactive to that. And so the initial real altercation took place as a response to Emily waking up from that night terror or whatever it was. Emily never denied having woken up initially from a bad dream. Number two, Amber freaked out when Emily woke up from the bad dream, and Amber then greatly escalated the situation. Number three, Amber at some point attempted to physically prevent Emily from leaving the room, and Amber proceeded to put her hands on Emily. Number four, Amber and Emily's text exchanges revealed that Amber was not in therapy and that she has no intentions of going to therapy because, as Emily had stated, Amber claims that she's going to get help, but she never does. And Amber says it's because she's afraid to get help with this alleged BPD. We can see that from those text exchanges. Well, Emily then asserted within those messages that Amber's fear of help stems from Amber knowing that she's going to be told by the therapist that BPD is not a free ticket to mistreat others and that she is still fully responsible for her own actions. And I agree with that. Number five, Emily and Amber continued to argue via text message for hours and hours, including Amber attempting to manipulate Emily using these same techniques that we've all seen Amber use when she's trying to manipulate her audience. Number six, Emily repeatedly tells Amber that she needs to leave, and Amber eventually tells Emily that she has secured a ride back to Oklahoma via her mom's boyfriend. She then tells Emily that Rarity has been missing all day. She's been calling her name and she cannot find her and she needs help finding her. Okay, that is the quick 3.5 minute, whatever it is, synopsis. But here is where I believe that a lot of information is being just kind of left out. Very important information, okay? Emily is the one who still drove Amber back home after all of this. This whole fight, this whole altercation that took place. Emily brought Amber back, and Emily stayed an extra day at Amber's place. Their relationship then secretly continued for almost another full year thereafter. I also think the following is important to keep stored away in your memory reserves because you can mark my words that you will be retrieving this data at a later date. Number one, Emily had factually and absolutely been watching reaction channels, at least during the time Amber was in Wisconsin, because she said so within those text messages. And I have reason to believe that she was watching reaction channels for months before she even started talking to Amber. Number two, both Emily and Amber have violent tendencies. Amber was violent toward her partners. They told us that she was. And Emily is a feeder, which is arguably an act of violence, since it does lead to physical decline and potentially can lead to death. Number 3. How do we know that Emily wasn't planning this for a while? I mean, why are so many people just automatically taking Emily's word as gospel? That's what it seems to be, at least to me. But let's think about this beneath what's visible on the surface level. So, we know for a fact that Emily had been watching reaction channels. She said so in those text messages. She told Amber that she'd been watching Mr. Snowflake and she had seen what Amber had done to Casey when those two were dating. She heard what Casey said Amber had done to him when Amber had grabbed him. Okay? We know that Emily didn't really care about Amber because she was DMing other superfats after she had started dating Amber, at least according to the dates that they've given of their relationship. And Amber accused Emily of texting in a way that was as if she was trying to build a case against Amber. And I agree. When I worked as a paralegal and I would have to type up notes for an attorney, I often included repetitive wording to drive home the guilt or innocence factor that someone did or did not do this or that. That's what it reminded me of when Emily was continuously saying, quote, "You put hands on me," end quote. There is, in fact, a repetitive nature when using key words to build a case. And Emily's repetition just felt that way to me. It's how it came across to me with my background, okay? Also, it may be important to keep in one's memories that they stayed together for another year after all of this occurred. Why? What was the purpose? This is going to be for another video, but I just want to quickly hit on this, that I find it extremely strange that within those text messages, Amber had said something to Emily about, "Hey, I even believed you when you said that you didn't make Megan gain weight." That's just a really crazy thing to say unless there is a serious masked context, something very, very dark that we haven't heard about yet, beyond what we know about with Colleen. I think there may be something huge skeletons in a closet right there, stories that we just don't know about yet, okay? So I just wanted to throw that out there. And then what I want for all of us to think about is Amber wasn't wrong either when she told Emily that she thought she was trying to build a case against her. I can't fault Amber for accusing Emily or questioning Emily about that because she wasn't wrong. If we fast forward almost a year, Emily went to the same reaction channel, Mr. Snowflake, that she had been watching that night of the fight, and she in fact did use those text messages to build a case against Amber. Now, I'm not in any way saying that Amber is a helpless, innocent damsel in this shit show of a charade, but I'm not saying that Emily is either. In my opinion, Emily is just as rotten as Amber, and Amber is just as rotten as Emily. They are two awful people who, in my opinion, behave as if they have untreated mental illnesses which could make them a danger to others in various ways. When I've watched these few reaction channels, though, that are covering these text message exchanges, whether they're intending to or not, they are making Emily out to be this helpless victim of Amber's. And Emily is a victim of Amber's, but they are leaving out the important facts that Amber was also a victim of Emily's. They victimized one another. Emily was abusive toward Amber, and Amber was abusive toward Emily. They were two evil, evil people who linked up and mistreated one another in awful, horrible ways. Mentally, physically, psychologically, emotionally. Where does it end? So Emily is guilty within her relationship of being awful to Amber, and Amber is guilty within her relationship with Emily of being awful to Emily. As much as I hate to say this, I'm going to have to agree with Amber that, at least in this situation, two things can in fact exist at the same time. I just wanted to come on and just say that I really believe that the way these reaction channels are approaching the text messages, it's making Emily out to be such a victim, as if she has done no wrongs. And that's just not factual. Emily's guilty as well. She's just as guilty as Amber is, and I just really wanted to drive that point home. You can let me know if you agree or if you disagree. Please leave me comments, especially if you disagree. I want to know why. I'm not above having my mind changed. If I've missed something or misinterpreted something or misunderstood something, I'm all for learning. That's what I'm here for. So if you disagree with me, tell me, but you have to tell me why, okay? Let me know why you disagree. Let me know where I'm missing the mark and help me understand your point of view. I look forward to reading what all of you have to say, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye for now.